Hello everyone and welcome back. So today's mani tutorial is on this lovely koi fish mani here. And it looks like you can see, at least I can on the camera, the water ripples. I was a little worried about that because the lighting made it harder to see. So in this video, I'm only using one plate. And this one's from Maniology, but there is another plate that has similar fish on it, but I'm using this for the koi fish right here and the lily pads. And this is CYOX Maniology M098. They have an actual koi plate. I don't have that one, but they have a koi plate that you can use in place of this one if you don't have it, because I think this one is discontinued. But like I said, Maniology does have a koi plate that does have small koi and lily pads and things like that, if you do not have this one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into the polishes. So the nails that are already prepped are prepped with this lovely blue from Born Pretty. I will have a link for its collection in the description below. It took 3 coats to get this level of opacity. It is a bit more sheer. So please keep that in mind. And let's go ahead and get into the rest of these. So I will also have the links to these particular ones below. I have this lovely magnetic silver. It's Moonlight Cat Magnetic Gel M008 from Born Pretty. We have this lovely sheer blue from Born Pretty. I don't think I have the other numbers covered, but I will have links for it below. And I have a darker sheer blue, jelly blue, also from Born Pretty, and I will have links to that collection as well. Excuse me. I have this lovely magnetic silver that does not have as much of a silver base from Beetles. I have Beetles Builder in a Bottle, Beetles Top Coat, glossy. You're going to want to use base coat if you're using it on your natural nails. And for the reverse stamping colors, I have Essie's Minimalistic. I have this orange that does not have a name from Kiss that I got at Dollar Tree. And I have Tropic Talks from Maybelline Fast Gel line. This one is Acorn from Maniology. I would have to look up the number. Give me just a second and I can pull Maniology's app up so I can look up Acorn. It's easier than trying to find it on the stick. Not now. Acorn. There it is. Acorn is B498. And then I'm using Luna B327 and Bam White B170, all from Maniology. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. So we're going to take the Born Pretty Silver, which has more of a gray base than the Beetles one. We're going to use 2 coats. And the tips I'm wearing are also from Beetles. I don't know if they still sell this particular tip or not. I got it in their version of a Gel-X system that came with a lamp. Cover the whole tip. Now that we are getting into spring, we are wanting to have more spring themed manis. So I thought koi fish was a good idea. So we're going to take our magnet, like so, and pop her in the lamp. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Once this is cured, we're going to do our second coat. Please excuse the scratches on my hands. That is courtesy of my dear little rats. They have very sharp claws, so if they're not completely calm when I'm holding them, I get kind of clawed up a little bit. My left hand being the more clawed up one of the two. Hence the... So, don't mind that, guys. That is my dear beloved little rat boys, Remy and Cloud. That is their handiwork. We've had them, let's see, about 2 months now, and they're very young. They were born early to mid-December, so they are still getting familiar with us and people in generality, and they're still also very afraid of our cats, even though Topaz has decided that he wants to be friends with them. He's already rubbed both of them and freaked them out. So we've been slowly getting them accustomed to the cats in the house, and they're getting there. They're less afraid than they were, but every time they freak out, it's usually my hand that pays the price. So now we're going to take our magnet and we're going to get this with the pigments more amplified, like so. We want these pigments nice and amplified. Dang it, I had that one nice and amplified and then I got too close to it. With the magnet. There we go. So we got them nice and reflective and amplified. Then we're going to want to use our dark blue jelly. No. I received his message. Oh, I forgot to mention those, dang it. So, I also used these lovely dragonfly stickers from Maniology. So, we will be using those as well. Forgot to mention that. So now that we have our amplified pigments on the silver gel, we're going to paint a layer of dark blue. Jelly over top. Try not to get it on the skin. If you do, make sure you take a cleanup brush and get it off before curing, and as quickly as possible. We're not trying to have allergies here today. Okay. And once we have put this lovely layer of blue on, we're going to cure for 60 seconds in the lamp. And then we're going to pick up our lovely fish off the plate with Luna. Put that back in there afterwards. Make sure I have all the right sets. Where is there? It is. Here's my stamper. And we just want the koi. Okay. So we only want the koi fish off of this. We do not want anything else right now. And we only want 2 of the koi fish at this particular moment. We'll go back in and we'll get the 3rd for the other finger. There we go. So, we have our koi fish. And we are going to go in. Put this over a color you can actually see. Okay, so we're going to go in with Bam White and the orange from Kiss. And we're just going to color these little guys in. placed all of the orange on these guys. We're going to go in with the Bam White. Okay, now that we have done the koi, all right. Back this up. Let this dry for a moment. Okay. We're going to take Luna again and grab another koi fish. I'm rather fond of this particular one, so I'll grab that one. I'm going to clean up around the image. Okay. We're going to do the same thing to this one that we did to the other. Place our orange, then our white. Okay, grab the white. All right, so now we've gotten our second koi. All right, second thing of kois, I should say. Now we are going to go in off to the side of the nail. We're going to place our koi fish, like so. Don't forget missed it, Mary. You know better. Okay. So while I'm waiting on that to dry, I'm going to show you how I did this part that made the light waves in the water. Then we're going to take the silver from Beetles, a singular coat, and not a super thick one or anything like that. Always go very thin, especially if you're using gel. Over the entirety of the nail. Now we're going to take our magnet, and apparently it's going to be attached to the my stand. Sorry about that, guys. It decided to magnetize, and we're going to enhance the pigments first. Then we're going to go in with the round side, and we're going to move the pigments to form water lines, like light is shining in it. Like so. Here we have our water lines. Go and cure for 60 seconds. I will try to find this silver or a good substitute for this particular silver to put a link in below. This is almost ready to transfer, so by the time my lamp is done with this coat of polish, I should be ready to place our final fish. So now we're going to want to place the fish roughly there. Going to complete the circle a little bit here. And we're going to do the same thing to it that we just did to the other. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go in and enhance those pigments. Excuse me. Oops, did not mean to touch it. A little self-level. And that looks pretty good. We have some water lines in various locations that change and shift depending on the angle you're looking at it. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with the lamp, and then we're going to want to put on this light blue. Then we can go in with our next set of stamping. And for this one, we're going to use Acorn. This is what we're going to use for our lily pads and our lilies. Come on, open. There we go. Okay. Okay. And you're probably going to want to pick this up twice, if I'm going to be honest, because I used quite a few lilies and lily pads in this, and I did have to pick it up twice. So, to have enough, it required me picking it up twice. Come on. Flip. And that is all we will need the plate for. Okay. So I'm going to grab a piece of tape. I'm going to clean up around the lilies. And I'm going to take the center lily out. I don't use that one in this design. I guess I'm just going to have to do that with that corner tape. Okay, get a fresh piece of tape. To clean out the rest of the unwanted images. Okay, so I've got all of the unwanted images off of there now. So I'm going to go in with this sheer blue. And I'm going to do a coat over top of the entire nail. This light jelly blue. Cure for 60 seconds in the lamp. Oh, dang it, I clipped it. Okay, it's fine. Peaches, do me a solid and hush. I love you too, buddy. I love you too. Why are you fussing at me, baby? Why are you fussing at me? I love you too. Oh, are you fussing because Mama finally put some scritchers back on for you? Is that what you fussing? Mama put some scritchers back on for you and you want some scritches? That was one loud purr, baby. Yes, it was. It was loud. It was a loud one. Was you that happy and so excited? Huh? My baby? It's my boy. My little peachy buff. There's my little peachy buff. Too bad you're not a lap cat. Everybody would like to see you, you know. But you're not a lap cat. You don't like to be in laps. Nope. Your brother and sister are, but you're not. My peachy baby. You're such a happy floof. Okay. So now that we have our layer of light blue over top, we can go in with Minimalistic from Essie, Tropic Talks from Maybelline, and Bam White. These are the three that we are going to use in this part of the design. So we're going to use Minimalistic for our lilies. Let's go ahead and zoom in on these. These are tiny. And I do mean they're tiny. So let's go ahead and fill in all of our lilies. Or you can start with the lily pads, in which case Tropic Talks is what you would want to start with there. Yeah, that's more than I wanted. Okay. There we have it. Alright, so there's our lilies. Now let's deal with our lily pads. So I have Tropic Talks, our lovely green from Maybelline. We're going to go in. Now this is a very sheer green, so we're going to put white behind it. We got to make sure it dries first before we can do so. You having fun, Peachy? And just fill in all of our lily pads. There we go. Grab Bam White. Alright, so now we filled in all of our lilies and our lily pads. They are ready. So this is what they look like. We'll let them dry for a moment because we do not want them to be too wet when we go to transfer them. I need a photo album for these. It works a lot better than the sleeve I'm using. My top coat and builder in a bowl. Alright. How these look? Should be good. So, we're going to go ahead and stick our lilies in random locations. That was not intentional. Yeah, we're going to want to put our lilies and our lily pads in random spots. Like so. There we go. Tap that down. Now we're going to grab our dragonfly. This one matches the one on my other hand, so I'm going to carefully peel it up. From the sticker sheet. There we go. And place that down. All right. On the middle finger, up it towards the top. Okay, there's that. Now we're going to place random lilies and lily flowers, lily pads, lily flowers. In instances like this, I will need to go in with a little bit of acetone. And just clean off that excess. Dry the brush, tap this down. Tap it down. There we go. So we have lilies and lily pads all around the fish and around the dragonfly. And the placement of them doesn't matter too much as long as you leave space for the water ripple. So you want to leave space in the center for of each of these nails for the water ripple, or close to the center, I should say, because they're not completely centered. Okay. Clean some of this up so I have some space here. So now we're going to go in with our top coat. Now, if you have trouble seeing the clear gel over glossy with the builder gel, what you can do is you can take matte top coat and use that to draw the ripples over top to be able to see it better, and then go over the entire nail again with glossy over top of the ripples, just being very careful not to fill in the ripples. I know, Peachy baby, you really want Mama's attention right this moment. He's laying next to me, purring as loud as he possibly can. My baby. He is desperate for Mama's attention right now. My sweet boy. Mama's kind of busy, buddy. I'm almost done, okay? And then we can have some snuggles. I know that's what you want. You want you some snuggles, and that's okay. Make sure I have enough to coat the nail properly. And cover up all of the stamping. Make sure that it's not going to get any spots sticking out. That was not covered and top coated. Okay. Go in for 30 seconds with that. Put that up. Okay. So, this is where things are going to get fun. And I do mean fun, because this part's a little bit challenging. Take our builder in a bottle. There we go. And just going to free wipes. There they are. Okay. So. So I had a small overflow of gel that I can just snip off. I get to go clean that. Set that there for now. Okay. So now's for the fun part. Alright, we're going to zoom this in. Where I'm zooming in a lot, so it's a lot easier for you guys to see. We're going to go in and we're just going to put a dot for the center. And then we're going to make our circle. First circle around it. And then we're going to put our second circle. And we don't want to run into things like the lily pad. We don't want it to look like it's underwater, so don't want to put it over that. That's why I said make sure that any of your lilies and your lily pads are at the edge of the nail. And this is why I say that. Leia, not Leia, but Peaches, stop it. Peach. You'll know the wrong cat. Alright, so that's the first one. And now we are going to go in with our second one. And of course you can build this up however much you want. I don't have it very built up. I could build it up more, of course, but I have no desire to. I don't like super thick stuff on my nails typically. Mainly because it likes to catch on stuff, and I'm not a big fan of that. Alright, so there's the second one. And then we're going to go ahead and put it in lamp and cure for 60 seconds. Okay. Cleaned up the brush. Clean up my palette. Take my lint-free wipe and some isopropyl alcohol and just wipe off the tacky layer on the builder gel. And there you have it, guys. That's how I did this. So that is how I created this lovely koi fish mani. It's not super complicated, there's just a lot of layers. And I guess the hardest part would be probably manipulating the pigments in the magnetics. That would probably be the hardest part. So, and of course you can do shorter. My original test was smaller, not as big. Had one fish, not multiples. It was a little bunched up and closer together. And I didn't use the magnetic gel for the water reflection. I used a stamping plate with BAM white and some isopropyl alcohol, and just kind of turned it into a form of alcohol ink, essentially. But I liked the magnetic a little better, so that ended up being the ultimate decision in that process. And I hope that you guys found this video helpful and inspiring. So, sorry, I'm trying to clean everything up here. It is currently very late where I'm at, so I am kind of ready to wind down and go to bed. But this is the only day I have available and only time that I have available currently to do this for you guys. So I get to stay up late because next week I'm going to be too busy to record for Tuesday's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and I hope that you all are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be, wherever you're at while you're watching this video. And until next time, guys, thank you for watching. Bye.